It. Clip City! It's your boy Active, and welcome into Active Sports TV, LAC News, and you know I gotta bring you another one of this Clipper LAC News edition. As always, check me out now. Welcome, subscribers, man. Welcome, new subscribers. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up, subscribe. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Go ahead, take a seat. We about to go ahead and cook. Active is about to go ahead and cook. We handle business. Stand up, Clipper Nation. Everybody was in the building. Shout out to everybody that was in the building. And when put that pressure. You know Paul George don't like that pressure. That crowd was on him. You seen the newspapers. They said, I seen signs on the wall saying, man, look, talk less, play more. Clipper fans, listen, hey, other people may think harsh, whatever comments about slander comes to the nation and the fan base. I'm all for it. Check this out. It's well deserved. Everything that Paul George got tonight, and how everything went with the Clippers being victorious in our new home, winning back-to-back games. Yes, we are now 2 games in a row have now won in our home, the Intuit Dome, and against, and man, I say this may be the best win of the season, but against who we all call Paul George. I got a few names for him. Say that alone, this content. But, yeah, man. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Philly. Take a seat. Are you watching? Have you been subscribed to Active Sports TV? Go check out some of my other episodes along this off season about your boy Paul George and what's to come in your future. Go check out some other Clipper channels as well, you know what I mean? Real good content over there. You know, shout out to them boys. But this is Active Sports TV, and Philly fans, I feel for you. But I cannot say I didn't tell you so. I told you so. It was a reason why we decided to go a different direction. Now listen, I am not the biggest fan of our GM at times. Lawrence Frank, for some of the questionable decisions that he has made along our team and catering to our star players, so on and so forth. That's safe for a whole nother episode, guys. But we gonna tap in and stay on this particular move that Lawrence Frank made. Every team had to make a compromise going into this new collective bargaining with the NBA. And Paul George production did not line up with him being extended for the max. Especially with our star player, Kawhi Leonard, with the same similar issues. Knew he wasn't also going to get that max as well, based upon production. Y'all follow me, Philly, follow me, Clipper fans, follow me, basketball heads. We about to cook old Paul George. This boy really showed who he's going to be for you throughout the season. And not to be disrespectful, boy just come, to mind. We're gonna be more respectful to Paul George and say his name. But Paul George has shown you exactly who he's going to be throughout the season for you guys, Philly. This man, whenever it's time to step up in the moment, a pressure game, a big time situation, you can count on him being nonchalant, unengaged, unaggressive, and an excuse maker. This dude, Clipper fans have heard several excuses from Paul George for why he comes up short in every single moment that takes place when it comes to him having to step up and contribute and get his team over the hump. He chokes. This was a game that he knew he should have had circled. Knowing how desperate Philly should be, being that they're now 1-6 in a strong East. Paul George tonight couldn't do absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing without turning the ball over, costing, his team, on the other end, not being engaged, allowing Derrick Jones Jr. to do the same thing that he did in the first round against us when he was wearing a Dallas jersey. Cutting back door, beating him to the spot. Like, this is Paul George. Now, I understand he's coming off injury. Everybody, before you get in the car, well, he's just coming off injury. Okay. I'm hyping it up. I'm a Clipper fan. I'm better. Okay. Holla at me around March and April. That's what I want you to do. When you see how fragile Paul George can be, just watch tonight's game. The crowd affected him so bad. It was like he didn't want to be there. Tyrese Maxey was clamped up. I mean, put him in a cell or somewhere. Go ahead and put the lock on him. He couldn't do absolutely nothing. And shout out to T-Man, who was the first one who had, that task and made sure that, Tyrese Maxey was not able to get in any rhythm and was not able to, score at will like we know the young phenom as Tyrese Maxey can do. Since Paul George came back, looks like Philly has some big chemistry issues. Now, on top of that, they looking, way worse off than the Los Angeles Clippers. I mean, if the reason being that Paul George was going there is so that, all of the players be healthy, they're able to play with each other, he has the best chance to win the championship. This is not a good start. I mean, we got Kawhi not starting and not have played the game. You got Joel Embiid. He ain't played the game. And then on top of that, getting suspended. And on top of that, in tonight's game, unfortunately for Philly, you got Tyrese Maxey that didn't return due to him having the hamstring issues. So, this is not looking good. This is looking real, real ugly for you, Philly. And then if that's the case, you're going to be relying on Paul George solely to carry your team with Kenyon Martin Jr., uh, uh, Kelly Oubre Jr., and Andre Drummond, and Kyle Lowry. Good luck! Woo! I told you. I told you. You just paid this man 4 years, 250 plus. Plus. Y'all did know he was age 35, right? I digress. Enough for cooking PG for now. It's time to talk some Clipper basketball and talk about the stars. Yeah! The Clipper stars. Shout out to the whole squad tonight. This was a revenge game. This was a statement game. Listen, you thought that you was going to be the piece that make things fall apart. But honestly, bro, you was the piece that left and made everything come together. And we showed that unity tonight, that brotherhood tonight, that next man up is my turn now, is your turn now. This is the Clipper basketball that we gonna have to maintain, Clipper fans, when Kawhi gets back. No changing anything as far as, trying to get too adjusted. I don't believe you have to do that with Kawhi. Kawhi can fit in any offensive scheme, period. So I love what we got going. We got some good, we got some bad, we got some ugly about the things that I want to address. Trying to make the team perfect. But under the circumstances, Clipper fans, that we are under, not having our superstar player on the floor, having all of these new, additions to the team, and getting them to, develop this chemistry urgently, like, as knowing the sense of urgency, you know what I mean, and not taking no games for granted. Now, we have had some hiccups, some embarrassing moments, some uncoordinated, not all together moments. That, it comes with, the growth of a team, and you see, teams, trying to grow together, and develop the chemistry. So, those growing pains that we had experienced is only making this team stronger. I'm looking forward to how we finish, these next couple of games coming up. I believe we're starting to build momentum on something. Just to, critique a couple of things that I didn't like, that I would like Ty Lue to start tonight. Change it up, man. I don't believe that this is going to be the bad. You know what I mean? I don't believe that my KPJ, Kevin Porter Jr., to should be getting as many minutes as he's getting, and we have other players I believe that is more proven. Amir Coffey, Terrence Mann. We also got some young guys we got to try out that give them a chance that I believe will be more consistent, will fit more into the overall scheme and the culture of the team. If allowed to get their reps up and be able to start to groove with the team as well. These guys are sitting there, waiting for their opportunity. Have done everything to be on the floor. Busy Bones, Jordan Miller, the guys that I'm speaking of, deserve an opportunity. KPJ has been out of the league for a year, and it shows. It shows, and Philly wasn't able to capitalize on you know the unforced turnovers and the low IQ plays, but it's costly against teams that are prepared for that, that are well put together, and just overall better and dominating teams, having better players than we will. So we cannot, have someone aside from James Harden who we know is gonna, turn the ball over and do it at a high rate just so that he can keep us afloat and keep his game as normal. Can't afford that, coming off the second unit. We got Norman Powell balling out like crazy. We got Zubac stepping up and definitely contributing and pretty much being consistent and putting up double doubles this year. Terrence Mann is being that workhorse, causing the main primary scorer on the other team the most issues, as you've seen tonight, demonstrated against Tyrese Maxey. We have assignments and every the personnel to match every assignment need be, and how Ty Lue and Jeff Van Gundy is coordinating offense to defense. I'm loving it. Like I said, the bad and what I've seen that I want to critique, that I feel that needs, Ty Lue needs to give some at least thought to, is maybe giving these guys, 3 minutes apiece or something between KPJ, Bones Hine, and Jordan Miller, and these early quarter runs between the first and second quarter, seeing how it fit, see, if it's more cohesive with, what he's trying to do on offense, and get it, moving and grooving, man, and oiled up like a real smooth machine supposed to be moving, man, and hopefully we can be that force and be dominant even without Kawhi. So that should be the primary goal for the Clippers. Continue to be exactly what they are, that grit and grind team that put their heart right there on their shoulder, play 48 minutes every single night, and don't take not one possession off. I'm going to get into our individual players tonight. Shout out to each and every last one of them. Shout out to the crowd. They was doing their thing, made sure that Paul George heard them boos and had his game all rattled tonight. I'm quite sure he got a press conference, a post game press conference about it. I'm due to probably slide that to you guys in my next episode. But just to give you a quick recap, man. Clipper fans, we starting with us first. We got some numbers. We're gonna get to the stats. We got my boy Zubac playing 33 minutes, man, being a beast out there, nearly putting up a double-double tonight with 15 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists. Moving on to the player of the game. I said Stormy Norman, a.k.a. Rain Man, because listen, when he started hitting them threes, bruh, it just keep coming, bro. He keep raining on you and raining on you and raining on you from anywhere on the court. When he get the boogie in, it's nice. You know what I mean? Nobody dance. out there like I said Norman, like Norman Powell. I was about to say Norman Brown. But my boy Norman Storman, you know, definitely came out there, man, raining on them, man. You know, like I said, was putting the jukes on them, and playing hella 5D as well. When I say jumping the screens, playing the passing lanes, causing deflections, Norman Powell was everywhere, man. Strong case, and I'm about to start the campaign. Norman Powell, All Star. He keep putting up these 20 plus performances, man, and he keeps us afloat. And the Clippers somehow, some way, stay, you know, get to the, I say, 5 or 6. If we can stay 5 or 6 without Kawhi, you know, and Norm continue to put up these performances, basically put the team on his back and take the workload off of James Harden so that he doesn't burn out and he doesn't run out of gas. Oh yeah, put Norman Powell in the All Star game. Yeah, we need first appearance in the All Star. That's what we need in the Clipper uniform. Yes, yes, yes. I don't want to hear nothing about it. He up there with any shooting guard in the league right now. You seen what he did. He torched Philly and he torched everything. Torched anything in this pack. You ask Denver. You can ask Phoenix. You can ask anybody. You know, despite a couple losses, Norman Powell been showing up each and every game. So shout out to Storm and Norman again, man. You know, balled out. Couldn't win this game with ease without him. Moving on to the leader, man. Fear the Beard, James Harden. Another inconsistent game. A very slow paced game from James. I'm getting a little worried. I'm loving the fact that he's able to control the pace and the tempo, but it's getting a little bit too slow, getting too stagnant, and plus he's getting less and less efficient. So we don't want that. If it's too many minutes tonight, 34 minutes, let's start. Like I said, break some of the minutes apart between KPJ. Give Bones Highland, Jordan Miller 6 minutes, 5 minutes, something to that degree, to where we can see if it's some production there to give James Harden some more rest. And also, we got Nico Batum. We got another vet that we're going to need, later on down the season to be, his prime self when it comes to the postseason. So, it's a lot of things and a lot of reason why I said the bad outside of the good. Obviously, we containing Tyrese Maxey and Paul George and winning this game. That's self-explanatory. The bad is that we don't need KPJ getting all these minutes being insufficient on top of being, turnover prone. Then James Harden slowing down, not being his all the way self, not able to contribute how we're going to need him to contribute throughout the whole season. And we have young legs that could be productive. We see a breakout season from Amir Coffey. We seen this in 2022. Then we didn't see it in 2023 or 2020. We need to start trusting the players that we have on our roster to preserve our starting players who's going to definitely have to carry us along the back end of the season into the postseason. I mean, it's the same thing year after year, Clipper fans. I know y'all feel me. This is something Ty Lue gotta address, bro. You gotta address it. There's been a large sample size. We into pretty much 8 games. We've seen in all 8 games. I'm not seeing improvement from KPJ. I'm not. Other players are warranted to get a shot. Jordan Miller, Bones Highland. Let's give James Harden about 28, 29 minutes, and allow him to be a lot more efficient. I believe he can get back to scoring 20 plus and, keeping up with the 10, 10, and 10 with less minutes. but running up the floor like tonight, giving a lot of credit to Derrick Jones Jr., giving a lot of credit to Terrence Mann, first off, but let's not give the most credit to James Harden tonight, man. I think what led to him not being that scoring machine and him, like I said, gassing out. He was chasing Maxey everywhere, and I'm sitting here like Clipper fans. What is Ty Lue doing? Why are you allowing James Harden to chase over screens with Tyrese Maxey? And it worked. James Harden did a hell of a job on Tyrese Maxey. But at the same time, you see the workload, you see the fatigue, you see him getting to the line and having nothing there. We're seeing this consistently in back-to-back games. And, James Harden we have lost games this season due to James Harden not being able to finish at the line. And, I gave you the good, I gave you the bad. Now, here is the absolute ugly, Clipper fans. This is what's disgusting for this season. As a team, one thing we have been the last few years, if you're a real Clipper fan and you know these things, we have been one of the best three-point shooting teams and free throw shooting teams in the league in the last couple of years. This year, we are absolutely disgusting. This is unacceptable. I don't know what's going on. Is it a lid on the rim? What's going on with each and every one of our players? We even got Norman Powell being inconsistent at the line. A normal, 85 to 86, 87% free throw shooter. These guys have to get these freebies, man. I mean, it's a difference between winning and losing at times, man. These few points matter. And already not being a great three-point shooting team, we're gonna have to make that up in other ways and get into the line and making sure that we cash out there is what's gonna make up that difference. Especially when we shoot, playing against these high-power offenses like the Golden State Warriors and Sacramento Kings and these guys in our division. You even got Phoenix. These guys, we got to match them somehow, some way on this offensive end. And, giving free throws up is not going to do it. So, moving on from James Harden, 18 points, like I said, 6 assists, 4 rebounds, in 34 minutes. Want to see that workload cut down a little bit. Loved his defense tonight. That's how, I believe he made an impact tonight. He definitely was making an impact. Had several key steals. I see him not being his full self. So it's like I said, it's worrying for a Clipper fan such as myself, knowing Kawhi already out. So now Derrick Jones Jr. Shout out to Derrick Jones Jr. Came in here ready to put the boy. Put Paul George in full check and let him know it wasn't a fluke, that you going to be limited tonight. We know what you could do. We know how deadly you are. But tonight in the Intuit Dome in my house, you going to get checked, boy. That's what he said. And, definitely put on for the Clippers with 24 minutes played, 14 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, some key steals, very some nice hustle plays, very electrifying, spectacular dunks. You ain't seen the highlights? Go watch the highlights. check your boy out, and I'll probably be making an episode on that one next. Make sure you guys subscribe, man. Subscribe right now. Subscribe to Active Sports TV. We not only gonna be, doing these dialogues, recaps, post games, but we also gonna be doing reactions and all of that. So, like I said, you will definitely enjoy the content that you'll be checking out here, man. You won't regret what you did. So, subscribe, man. And moving on to our boy T Man. 21 points. 21 minutes, 7 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Loved the hustle. Loved how he turned it on in the third quarter. When things were getting sketchy, man, and it was getting kind of close. T-Man hit key buckets, man, to really keep them at bay. So shout out to T-Man for doing what he did, man. We need a little bit more on the offensive end, but when he's doing all of what he's doing, man, being a switchblade, doing all, having a many and one jobs and duties, and doing them very well. We gotta cut him some slack, man. He's not out there costing us. He's not out there causing, unforced turnovers. He's not shooting ill-advised shots. If anything, he's turning down shots to try to get better ones. And at times that's very frustrating, but at times it is the right play. And we seen tonight, him and many others that did that made the right play. So we gotta trust the offense. T-Man gotta trust his offense, and get behind him, man. But T-Man stays in the starting unit for me. I just love how we start off. I love the energy in every game. We have not had any problems with any teams in these first couple of quarters, so there's no need to change anything. Like I said, when we see things start to turn and the momentum start to shift, I can point to a player that I believe that needs to be addressed when it comes to that. Amir Coffee, the Brewmaster. We're gonna call him, man, Mr. Big Shot. He is hitting these key threes, and what is he doing? Clipper fans, if you watched my last episode, what did I tell T-Man? What did I tell Amir Coffee? Before moving around shooting other threes, get in the corner. Go to the corners on each side where it's the short is at. Watch him go down. Amir has done that. He now the rim has opened up as big as the Atlantic Ocean, and he is sitting there raining on him, man. Him and Norman Powell, they in a groove, they in a zone. Like I said, I seen him, in the last game against San Antonio. Basically put us on notice, letting them know that, hey, man, I am here. I want that. I want that smoke. I want to be that man called upon when it's time, to step up and keep us afloat. And I must say, I gotta advocate for him. He working on, challenge Team Man for that starting spot. The only thing is that even though he can contribute on the offensive end, he can't, create for himself. And the defense lack thereof, to where the opposing player, best player, will be able to do what they want to do at will. So be mindful of that. Even though like I said, I believe Amir is making a strong case. He has to still step up and show that he can be consistent, just like T-Man had to show in other ways to be able to fit in that starting unit. Because he will not be, the primary scorer, and he will at times have to create for himself. He won't be having to just rely on being in the quarter, being ready and set to take the shot. So, moving from my boy Amir Coffee, man, shout out to him, the Brewmaster. Basically, carried us over in the second part of this second half of this game, and made sure that we kept this W. Nicholas Batum played 20 minutes, man. The vet, man, the answer. 7 points, 2 rebounds, done all the dirty work. Another pointed attack guy, even at his age, I was just running around chasing everybody, guarding the front court. Like, man, how can you not love Nico, the answer Batum? Like, how can you just not love Nico the Astro Platoon. So, love this game. Chris Dunn came in as the spark plug as usual. Key buckets, key dunks, key steals, disruptive, shutdown man. Love Chris Dunn. We needed that heartbeat. We needed that guy who was going to be able to, make things easier, man, and do all of the dirty work. And he comes in to get dirty. So shout out to my guy, Chris Dunn, man, coming in tonight. 18 minutes, 4 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Wow. And 2 rebounds, man. Keep doing your thing, Chris Dunn, man. Clipper fans, you already a fan favorite here. We gotta come up with some names for you. You putting these boys in a dungeon. Whatever. We gonna come up with something, man. But man, Chris Dunn, they ain't ready for him, man. They ain't ready for him. And KPJ, man, he's gonna be the last one on the totem pole, man. KPJ, man, Kevin Porter Jr., 12 minutes, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and it was a real bad 12 minutes in my opinion. Everything that was basically moving in Philly's benefit and changing momentum for us, and allowing them to establish some type of rhythm throughout the game was when KPJ was on the floor, man. His unforced turnovers, his ill-advised shots, him not being in the right spots, sometimes allowing his man to beat him. It's just it can be very, very frustrating to watch. We have to see it all, a sample of it, but at a better version of it with James Harden. He can't play like this and be a part of the rotation. I'm sorry. Like, we need to shore it up and, find out who is the best fitted guy for that second unit. Like I said, it can be a point guard by committee type thing. We know Terrence Mann has ran the point. Just we know we have Bones Highland, who I believe that is due for an opportunity, but we're not giving Jordan Miller, Bones Highland, these young guys a chance. And when you see a play like that, and you like, okay, what's different between what these youngsters can do along with the veterans that this guy is not already doing, and doing it game in and game out. So KPJ, man, we're gonna give you 2 more games over here on Active Sports TV, man. LAC News. Your boy Active gonna give you some grace until these next 2 games. But after these next 2 games, if I don't see something like a drastic improvement, and I see the same habits keep reoccurring, bro, I'm going to be, you may not like me too much. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, guys, we're gonna go and wrap this up, man. You already know the score was 110 to 98. The Clippers was victorious once again over the Philadelphia 76ers. We went ahead and held good old Paul George podcast P want to talk about the Clippers, and then think you was gonna slide in like it was all cool P. Yeah, the tap dancing P, flip flop P. Yeah. We went ahead and handled the L. Yeah, it was hot today. We went in and handled it to him. And when it came to going this way and that way, he ain't seen nothing but hands. Balls coming out, man. Cookies! We thought it was a cookie sale out there, man. We thought it was a cookie sale, and Paul George was giving it up. He was giving cookies here and cookie there. They was out there taking them. So at the end of the day, man, Paul George was held in check. He choked coming to the Intuit Dome for the first time for Philly. He, leave you guys at 1-6, and Paul George was able to put up 18 points in 24 minutes, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. Not enough. Tyrese Maxey, that was the story of the day. 32 minutes. 32 minutes. 12 points. 1, 1, and 1. And let me tell you, it was all hands on deck with him. Everybody got to turn to go ahead and keep him from doing anything that he's capable of doing. From starting out from Team Man to Derrick Jones Jr. at times, but James Harden impressed me. I mean, I didn't know why he was running with that young guy with them young legs that obviously can get to anywhere that he wanted, but with James, man, James held his ground and made sure he was not able to do so. So, holding them guys in check, man. We now are 4-4. We are 500. That's what I'm talking about, Clipper fans. So it's getting late, man. As you see, your boy been working all day, getting tired, man. So we up out of here, man. Until the next time, Clip City. Make sure you guys subscribe on the way out. Hit the thumbs up button as well, and make sure you hit that bell icon and click all. So when you put up another video, man, give you more content, this LAC news content as well as other sports media coverage. You'll be the first one to know, man. So, you know the motto out here, guys. We stay activated over here on Active Sports TV. And I want you guys to, stay dedicated to your craft, man. Put it first, man. Keep your family first at all times, man. And, we up out of here. Till next time. Deuces. Peace. Out of here, folks. PG. We went ahead and you can come outside now. It's safe. Hold the LP. We out of here.